But then one of the issues that is currently ongoing in this 2026 FIFA World Cup is Portugal, the Portuguese national team.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes has faced backlash from the public for what appears to be a deliberate attempt to sabotage Cristiano Ronaldo. Many Cristiano Ronaldo fan base believe that Bruno Fernandes is doing that on purpose. There were some instances whereby he could easily pass the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo to move forward, but then he chose to play, the ball back, which is something that they are not happy. Another thing happening currently is João Neves. He has also faced public backlash for a comment that he has mentioned. One by one, Bruno Fernandes, how do you evaluate his game against DR Congo?
A very interesting conversation, with the Portuguese national team. Yeah. Yes, on the field of play, we can see what is going on. Yeah. But, with their personal relationship they have among themselves, we cannot tell. That's
difficult to guess. Yeah.
We cannot tell for sure that Bruno Fernandes is doing things on purpose, or in the locker room, they have personal issues. We cannot tell that. But as you mentioned, on the field of play, if you are able to communicate with your teammates very well, then it tells us the unity you have within the team. But if that is not happening, and you are playing in a way to sideline the other, then I don't think it's a professional way to go about your work.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that is If what we are speculating turns out to be true, then I think that is not professional. Don't forget, you are not playing for Ronaldo.
No.
Neither are you playing for yourself.
No.
You are playing for your badge, for your country.
For the team.
Yes. So you should be professional, and in terms of being professional, you should cut across.
Yeah.
You shouldn't just be playing for a particular player or for yourself. You should be for the team. If Bruno Fernandes, you decide not to give progressive, passes to Ronaldo to be able to score, or to other teammates to score, at the end of the day,
it affects the entire team.
Yes, it affects the entire team.
In my opinion, I don't think there's any deliberate attempt to sabotage anybody in the team. Of course, it's just people. People are being sentimental and a little bit, overreacting, which I think that shouldn't be the case. Yes, we all watched that game. It was very poor from the entire team. It was not just Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
I expected a lot from the likes of Etienne, Jairo Neves, but even this guy on the left back, Nuno Mendes, he didn't play up to what we all expected him to put up.
Yeah.
So I don't think there is anything like that ongoing.
Yeah.
What I do believe is that there is, I don't know if the Portuguese players know this, but let me use the Argentina as a case study. Most of the players that play there, they all respect Messi, irrespective of the contribution that he puts up. And I say this in relation to what Jairo Neves has said. I think he was asked in an interview, and then he said something about Cristiano Ronaldo. He made mention that Cristiano Ronaldo is just like one of them. He's doing his part, and they're also doing his part. I don't think it was, in any way, he didn't try to belittle Cristiano Ronaldo or play down his legacy. He was just trying to make it seem as if, the blame should be put on all of them, the players. It shouldn't only be targeted at, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. But of course, you should also be brilliant in the way you answer your questions, because the public can easily, misinterpret what you are trying to say, which I think is what happened with Jairo Neves, and he has faced a lot of public backlash. People feel that, they disregard Ronaldo's legacy. People are actually expecting, and by people, I mean Ronaldo fan base. Yes, of course, most of the people who are sending out this backlash are Ronaldo fans. They feel that the players should at least make effort to honor Ronaldo in a way that he deserves it. Of course, we all know that this is going to be the last World Cup for Cristiano Ronaldo, but he should be respected. Yeah. I don't think, and I say this on camera, I don't think that 80% of the people watching Portugal games would watch if Cristiano Ronaldo is not in the team. You understand? Most people are supporting Portugal because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Everybody should know this.
Some people even buy tickets because of
Cristiano Ronaldo. They want to see him. He's a legend of the game. So I believe that they should at least, yes, we know that Cristiano Ronaldo is not the Ronaldo that we know from years back, But then there should be some kind of regard for what he has done for the Portuguese national team, the sacrifices that he's done, the love that he has brought to the Portuguese badge, Most of the people wouldn't be watching the games without Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And so the players should have this at the back of their mind, and also, not to make him look like a god, but at least he should be respected. I don't know. Cristiano Ronaldo tried to downplay the rumors that is going out. He posted a photo and his caption was United, but of course, we all know that there's going to be some sort of friction.
No, you see, like I early on indicated, we are football fans. The little thing you say, the little thing you do, we want to read meaning into it. We want to say something, maybe out of context.
Yes,
it might not necessarily be what is what we are seeing. We are seeing, but we just want to make meaning out of it. So the best thing that I think you are supposed to do as professionals is to ensure that you do your job well. You don't do anything that people are going to start passing comments. You made mention of Messi and Argentina. After the game, there was no single player that, had granted an interview and said anything bad about Messi. Not bad, but every comment that came were positive comments. Were, comments that, were trying to put Messi at the top.
To elevate him.
Exactly, to elevate him. So if you get the opportunity and if you want to be professional, because you should, like you indicated, people even go to stadium because of Ronaldo. So if you get a chance, it is important that at least you put him at that level so that people would even if there is a friction, at the backstage.
It shouldn't be made public.
Exactly.
Because then it kills the team spirit.
Exactly.
But then with that said, do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is somehow being targeted by the media? Because we've all seen, many players from the Spanish national team didn't play, up to expectation. We didn't see the media send out this kind of backlash to the likes of Lamine Yamal, Pedri, But then with Cristiano Ronaldo, it's a different story. Almost everybody has tried to blame him for the and typical among them is Thierry Henry. We've all know that Thierry Henry has been one of the biggest critics of Cristiano Ronaldo. He doesn't appear to like him that very much, and he said that he should not try to score goals for himself. It should be the team scoring goals. In relation to what appeared to be a chance that if Ronaldo had left the ball for Bruno, he could have, somehow scored. But of course, he's not the first player to be involved in such an event. And who knows? Had he left the ball, do you think Bruno Fernandes could have scored? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
So,
and he's a striker too.
Yes, and that makes it seem like the public somehow when it involves Cristiano Ronaldo, the story is different altogether. Than Messi, for instance.
I was about to say that you have if you get yourself to that level, you have a great responsibility. It's like you've gotten yourself to that level. People expect you to still keep yourself there. The moment there is a drop down, then you are unable to maintain the standard. People don't care about your age, because Messi, on who you are on the same ground with, is still maintaining that high level. And if Messi was able to score a hat-trick, people expect you to at least also score a goal.
Well, yes, expectations.
Yeah, expectations. And it is our very first interview. We discussed about these two people. Now Messi is the joint all-time scorer.
We mentioned this. We even doubted if Messi was going to be able to score 3 goals.
But he has.
But then it seems it's going to happen.
Of course, it's going to be the
Mbappe is just 2 goals away from catching up.
Yes.
He probably has time on his side.
But
of course, I believe that Messi is probably going to be the first to break the world record, and
course.
maybe subsequently Mbappe or somebody else, following up in that footstep. It's been very, very disappointing. But with that said, still on Messi, before we wrap this up, I've heard it's been rumored that the Algerian FA has sent a petition to FIFA over the tackle that Messi had on one of their players.
Yeah.
In
For
your
a
opinion,
possible red card.
Yes, briefly, how would you evaluate that incident? Had it been you on that field of play as a referee, would you give Messi a card, or do you think it was something that you could just ignore?
When I watched the tackle was from behind.
Yes.
And it was at the back of
his leg.
Yeah. But what I don't see is the intensity of the tackle.
Yeah.
If there was much intensity, on the tackle, then we would have, be having red card conversation, or probably, a card conversation. But I don't see the intensity in the tackle, even though it is from behind. I don't see it coming as, a force into the tackle. And for me, I don't see it as a red card. And
I would disagree with you on this particular one, because we've seen other players punished for similar offenses. A typical example is the game between Canada and Qatar. A player was given a yellow card initially, and then he was given a red card from a broken leg. In fact, there was no intention to hurt the player anyway. The tackle itself, the intensity was in no way very, very intense that you would, expect a straight red card from that play.
Yeah.
But after VAR review, he was given a straight red card. And I believe that regardless, the tackle that Messi did should have attracted at least a yellow card.
Yeah.
You cannot allow a player to go free. And this somehow kind of validate what most of the public hold against Messi, that he is a favorite of FIFA. He's a FIFA boy. He's been favored time and again, from Ballon d'Ors to the World Cup being gifted to him. And I think when we see things like this happening, it sort of validates those claims. Yeah. It's not nice. At least I believe that VAR could have requested a review. I don't know. Yeah. But I believe most of the people would agree with me that it was a tackle, whether the intensity doesn't matter. The way you went in for the ball was very bad. The player fell down at the end of the day. And I believe had it been a different player, we would have been reading headlines like, Cristiano Ronaldo shown red card on his first match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup,
People hold a whole lot of opinions and what they expect. Yeah. But for Messi being a FIFA boy, for me...
I mean, you're a Messi boy. So you're a Messi boy. So I wouldn't expect otherwise from you. Of course, it's only fair for you to try and downplay that.
It is not about me being a Messi boy or being a Ronaldo boy.
Yeah.
But a lot happens in football. Mm-hmm. A lot happens in football. In relation to this tackle, I was about to say that every competition and the rules that governs it.
Yeah.
Probably if this was in Premier League or Serie A, it would have been given as
but
a
it's still
card.
Under the same governing body. The same football, the same rules applies everywhere.
But
so we cannot relax the rules elsewhere. And then when you try to do that, then you are only trying to.
But do you watch Champions League football and Premier League football?
Yes, I do.
Some fouls will be given in Premier League, won't be given in Champions League.
Exactly, and we are all against such instances. I understand, of course, different referees, different opinions. But when you have the same referee officiating games for the same team, and similar offenses being committed and being ignored, it raises concerns.
That's what I'm saying, that every competition has its rules and regulations
but
back in
this is World Cup.
This is World Cup.
Let's get serious for the first time. This is World Cup, and every single offense should be investigated well. And this is the rule of VAR. This is why we have VAR in football these days. In the past, players used to, get away with some of these offenses because there was no way to review the play.
Yeah.
But now we have VAR for this particular purpose. So when you have VAR and things like this still happen, it only, raises concerns as to whether FIFA is indeed
no.
favoring
I don't want you to go there again. I don't want you to go there. I don't want you to go to FIFA favoring. For that, we have to distance ourselves from that.
Yeah, but I mean, I hold that opinion.
No.
Opinions are like gnosis. Everyone is entitled to one.
Yes,
and that is my opinion.
Yeah, but we need to distance ourselves from the idea of FIFA favoring someone.
Yeah.
Because we can't tell for sure.
We don't have any evidence.
Yes, we don't have any evidence to that. Because
but there is also something that most people who study psychology would agree with me, that a person's personality also influences sometimes the way he is punished.
Of course.
When you look at Ronaldo's demeanor, he's the kind who is outspoken. He likes to, He wouldn't take it lightly if you try to downplay his legacy.
Yeah.
Messi, on the other hand, seems to be much more reserved. And I think this may be, a reason why the referees sometimes, we've seen Messi commanding referees in the MLS league. He commands referees to give cards to players. And I read this, one of the comments, passed by one of the guys, that had it been in the MLS, somebody tackled Messi same way he tackled the Algerian player, he would have been commanding for a card to be given. So
Messi is Messi. Don't forget
Messi
that.
is Messi. We agree. He's a great player, legend. But then, all human beings are equal, but some are more equal. So I agree. And then of course, FIFA boys. So you cannot convince me otherwise.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You and I here.
Yeah. We don't have evidence.
Yes, we have to distance ourselves from FIFA favoring someone.
Yeah.
We didn't say that, please, camera.
Well,
we didn't say that. We didn't say that. We didn't say that FIFA is favoring anyone.
But briefly, we've got Germany against Ivory Coast coming up.
Yeah.
Some of the African teams have been brilliant so far. Morocco, good game. They defeated Scotland 1-0.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast is another side to look out for in this particular World Cup. Briefly, before we wrap this up, what are your expectations into this game?
I think watching this World Cup, it tells me that even if, for instance, Panama losing against Ghana, there is no small team in this World Cup. There is no underdog. Yeah. We used to be saying, who are the underdogs, who are the underdogs?
Everyone has come prepared.
Exactly, everyone has come prepared. For instance, the Ivorians.
Yeah.
If you look at their first game, the game they played, super excellent. Fantastic. Someone would argue that Germany, on the other hand, had not so a good team and was able to, trash 7-1 over them.
Sorry, Brazilians.
They were able to trash 7-1, over them. But when you look at the Ivorians, it's going to be a very tough game.
Very, very tough.
Very, very tough game. Mm-hmm. The Ivorians have youth in their team.
Mm-hmm.
They strength, desire, the passion.
Anger.
Yes, they won, how do you call it? The
African Cup of Nations.
Where they hosted.
Previous, edition.
They won it. So they have the winning spirit. They have Diallo in their team. They have players who are also playing at the international level.
By the way, winning their first game also kind of boosts their confidence to go into this game against Germany.
Yeah, and in winning their game, they didn't just win by any scruffy means.
No. They put up a good performance.
And they won.
Yeah.
Yes. Germany, on the other hand, had a lesser team.
Yeah, Curaçao.
Curaçao, but they were able to win. So this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
But
your prediction, what do you expect?
For me, I see this game to be a draw. Mm-hmm. Yes, a draw. Because don't forget, Brazil, Morocco, I told you it's going to be a draw. It
happened.
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult. If you look at how the two team plays, the two team plays, it's difficult to tell who has the upper hand over the other. Moreover, considering what has transpired in the first round and also in the second round, what has transpired, it's difficult to tell. So I see the game, going out as a draw.
Yeah.
For the other match, which is Netherlands and Sweden, that is also going to be another tough game.
Tough game.
A very, very tough game.
I by the way, downplayed Sweden's ability
Yes.
due to their performance in the qualifiers. But having watched their first game,
Yes.
I think they are playing a different game altogether this time around.
Yes. I was very surprised the game they played and how they were able to win their first match. I was very surprised. So going into this game, I seen the Netherlands trying to put up a show because they've drawn their first game, and I don't think they would want to
Draw
this.
again?
Yes, they would want to win and push to the next level. Right. So it is going to be a very tough game for both sides, which I'm likely to also go for another draw again. But on the other side, I think the Netherlands would come up
victorious. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think the game between Germany and Ivory Coast is going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
As an African, I would want Ivory Coast to win. Obviously, no bias. Well, opinionated, but then I would want Ivory Coast to win that game. But on paper, or tactically, I think Germany has what it takes to win, and I think my German friends would be very happy hearing me, to hear me say this. Of course, yes, a tough game it would be, but I would tip Germany to have an upper hand in this game, and if they are able to put things in the right place, come out victorious in that game. And yes, Netherlands, Sweden, tough game it would be, but Netherlands, having been a known football nation. Koeman, I think he has learned lessons from their first game. So most likely, tough game it would be, but I think Netherlands would somehow come out victorious at the end of the 90th minute.
Yeah. With this tournament, your football team alone can't, or the 11 players alone you have on the pitch can't win you a game.
No.
You need a coach with a solid brain.
Collectivity.
Yes. You need a coach who has the ability to read a game, is able to tell at what point in time do I need to make substitution,
who to bring on,
exactly what tactical trick should I make at a point in a game. I say this and I give respect to Tuchel for what he did with the English national team
against Croatia.
Even they were winning 3-2, he was still going for the win, putting on attackers. In order to secure, a maximum win, so that they are well protected. Koeman did the same thing, but unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. And
I think he has learned a lot from that particular game.
He has learned a lot, from that particular game.
And by the way, we're running out of time. I think we will have to wrap it up here. Thank you very much, viewers, for joining us on Studio ABC. Next week, we will be bringing you another discussion on what has transpired over the week. Thank you very much for joining us. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe to our channel and also hit on the bell icon so that anytime we upload a new video, you will be notified. Thank you once again and see you in the next one.